Well, here is the story right now at the Mopar Mile High Nationals. Tony Pedregon, who would like to join the 500-round win club this weekend, but he is not in the field. Look at the standings here. His brother is #1. Jeff Arend rounds out the top 8.
And you look at the bottom 8, you see Jack Beckman, Tim Wilkerson, 9 and 10. James Day on the bump spot with a 6:27. Tony has to run quicker than that run to get in the show, but as we've seen this weekend, he has really struggled. Watch the right side of your screen. First qualifying session, goes up in smoke, gets out of the throttle. Next session, same thing. Rattles the tires, he tries to backpedal, gets sideways, has to lift again. Session number 3, he gets it down the track relatively okay, but he oiled it down and they had to throw out the run. So he has really struggled up to this point.
And that was because of ignition troubles. Jimmy Walsh said they've been chasing it all day long. From a bad coil this morning, they changed everything. A crank trigger went bad when they were starting the car back in the pits. He says that's due to the intense cylinder pressures you have to run here that wreaks havoc on these parts. Whit Bazemore at the top of the show said we're going to be troublesome here on the mountain.
There it is. We didn't have any oil. Looks clean.
4:36. He is in, and James Day walks away. He is not going to run in this race at the mountain. Let's go to Whit Bazemore.
Well, Tony Pedregon did exactly what he had to do. One cool customer, you know, when you're a total professional such as Tony, you have to leave all those emotions outside the race car, and that's exactly what happened. A picture-perfect run. They ran just quick enough to get in the show, do what they had to do. Now they can focus on racing tomorrow.
And like Whit talked about, he did a perfect job because he knew what it took to get in the show. He clicked it off early to save the parts and make sure he didn't oil down the racetrack. He knew at that point he was going to be quick enough to get in. Great driving job.
And so important to Tony Pedregon because he arrived here just 17 points out of Johnny Gray and 10th.